Hi folks and welcome. My name is Frank and I'm the Juice Press Man. I'm so happy to be here with you today. What we're going to do is we're going to take an in-depth, updated look at my juice press. What you're getting on the market today when you call me. Okay, first of all, here it is all assembled. Okay, and what we have to start off with is a nice tray. Okay, this is what we call a sizzle tray. Because that's what it is if you go to buy one. It's a heavy-duty cooking quality tray. And what I do is I go ahead and make a little cutout in here, and then I go ahead and just make a tool that punches right through it so it drains nicely. And then I cut a little hole there, and then you take your funnel with your screw, you stick it right through there, and then if it ever starts to droop, you just adjust this part where the screw goes in. So if you bend it up a little, then when you tighten it, it seals firmly around the bottom. Okay, so we just take that, stick that right in there, boom. And then we take our butterfly nut here, and we put that right on there, just like that. Okay, that's always nice to see when a tray goes on just like that. It's a beautiful tray. It's just going to last a long time. And when you press on it, it goes through. It's the right size. It allows me to go ahead and make this press a little smaller. Okay, let's disassemble this. Okay, first of all you have to do is you back this screw out right here. And then you back this screw out right here. Okay. Just release them. And then this will lift right out. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about this tray and these screws. Okay. These are custom-made little screws and custom-made little clamps that have a rubber on the bottom, so they grip really nicely to the jack. Okay. So I cut those and I make those, and then we put them in this nice tray here. This tray is 2 pieces of 1/4-inch paper stone that I've gone ahead and lined up and drilled the holes in for. Now these holes that they drill into, that I go into, are actually countersunk down, and I use a furniture grade screw clamp in there. Okay, so that's what's inside there. I take this off because I want a smooth top on here when you go to wipe, so nothing gets in the way. Or if you ever want to take this apart and resand it, you can always do that as well. So, and then on the bottom, of course, I've got a nice felt pad. Now the whole reason of doing this is I don't want to scratch the beautiful paper stone. I don't know if you, can you zoom in on that? Can you see that? Mm-hmm. This is a beautiful finish. Okay, paper stone is, this is 1 1/4 inch thick paper stone. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's topped with what we call Osmo top oil. This is what Paper Stone recommends. It's food grade, and that's a good word I want to harp on here. It's a food grade product. That means it's recognized, it can be in kitchens and sold, and you can eat off this product. Not that you want to, but you know. So, alright, now on the bottom, of course, we always have the non-slip surface, and this is a really nice rubber surface that I went ahead and glued on. You know, on the bottom there, we got a little extra. But it's not going to go anywhere, and it really makes it stable. So when you press, and when you're pressing, it's not going to slip or go anywhere. Alright. So that talks about that press and everything like that. Actually, I want to tell you that this is 14 inches tall. I mean, it's really a narrow, small press. It's very compact. It's 14 inches tall, 6 inches wide, and I'm down to about 9.5 inches wide. Right in there, 9.5, so it's really small. Now the other thing is these posts, okay? These posts that I use are B7, which is a super strong. It's stronger than stainless steel, stronger than anything I can get out there. And the reason I'm using a heat shrink product is for, number one, the temperature ranges that it can handle and how strong and durable it can be washed and scrubbed. But the other reason is, too, is that this needs to be sealed completely. so no moisture gets inside and it doesn't do any kind of rusting or anything like that. So one of the main reasons I really like to put this on there is to preserve and protect this. So I put one on and then I really heat it up so it just beats right into the threads and everything. And then what I'll do is I'll put another coating on too, and then lightly melt that one on so it doesn't move, but it creates a rubber surface, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And once you get it and see it at home, what you cannot see is the quality of the colors that are inlaid into the paper stone. The hues that they use in the all-natural, whenever you have an all-natural product, it tends to be more vibrant and clean and crisp, and you can usually tell there's higher quality there. Hard to show you that over the film like this, but the point is that the black does kind of blend in and it does match the brown, the dark mottled brown color that you see here. And whenever I make these trays, they'll come in green, mottled brown. It just depends on what 1/4-inch product I can get. But the screws and stuff I make ahead of time as well. So let's just put this to the side real quick right over here. Alright, let's just talk about this jack, okay? Because first of all, it does not wobble as much as it used to at all. Okay, it's got a little bit of wobble in there, but not much. And I'm really proud of this jack. Actually, this one's got, I don't know if you can see in it, but it's got so many different reflective colors. You can pull out some reds and all kinds of nice colors in there, which is, you know, it's just a side effect of such a strong quality product. Okay, let's say that you have a problem with a jack. What I like to do is just spin it up. And by the way, we have no problems out there with jacks, but you know, eventually something's going to happen. And one of the reasons people are not having problems with jacks is I'm pre-testing every one. And there is some that I kick back. So basically you got these screws that I put inside here. Alright, these are stainless steel screws and washers. This is your little bracket that I use. Okay, then I'll just spin this around, put this over here, and I'll take this off as well. Alright, really easy to take that off. And voila, there's your jack. Now what I've done is I've just cut out a little rubber grommet or a little rubber gasket that I put in now. So it gives it the, you know, stability it needs, but still some flexibility, but it's not wobbling around, so that doesn't look good. Another thing is when you take them off, they are marked with, you know, so just look for the notches. It says they're all marked and they all will line up like this. So you just place this right here. You just take this, slide it right over there. Boop, boop, boop. Grab your screw, line that baby right up, drops right in. I used to try to make it perfect, but now I understand that perfect is just a little wiggle room to the left and to the right, so it lines up better. Alright, and then you just kind of hold that like that, and then run them down. Whoops. There we go. Slow down a little here. Alright. So, and then you have a very nice jack, you know, and a topper. So it works really well. I mean, you're never going to really ruin this topper at all. But one thing you do need to be aware of, though, is when you're jacking this, and you have it locked into this right here, alright, and you're jacking that bad boy up, and you notice that it's cocking because you're pressing pulp. You're not pressing, you know, fresh, processed pulp. If you're pressing something in a weird shape or whatever, the best thing to do is to take the screws out of it, okay? Place this bad boy right in here. Do this old school. That'd be old school for me. Make sure you have it, you know, facing the right way. Boom, boom, boom. And just place this in here. And then if you want to move it around to adjust it, because if you're jacking it up and it's cocking, you have to stop. You know, that's not going to do. That's going to be the only way you'll ever break the Wells People's Press or this press, okay, is to be cranking on it when it's cocked. But at least with me, you have an option to go ahead and take your screws out and move it around and line it up so it doesn't do that. Either way, when you're doing it properly though, you'll never have to take the screws out. It'll line up perfect every time. All right, now, one other thing I wanted to talk about briefly is if you can notice that, well, we covered that. I just wanted to show you basically what this press, what I start with. You know, when I have to take these and countersink the holes, drill all the holes around it, and then spuff up all these sides. I did a little quick math, which I never really wanted to do. But I have 56 different sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. 56 different sides that I have to sand, touch, and do something with. 6 times. Okay, so that's 336 times I'm touching each side of this press. And that doesn't really include making the little screws and the nuts and things like that. But 4 times out of that 56 times, I'm using different grit sandpaper. And just to give you an idea of what kind of effort that I'm putting in this press, I just want you to know that. Because when you see them like this, you know, does it really look like possibly there's a whole lot of effort, or it's a very simple design? But it is very simple, only if you've been doing it about 4 years. And one thing I'm very proud of is that you can actually take all the pressure of this jack and concentrate it in a 5.25 by 5.25 area and not have any flex this way. Maybe a little shifting, but I learned that if it's shifting a little bit, and this is for anybody that's got one, back the screws off just a tad. And they don't have to be completely tight and cranked, because when you do that, it'll start turning it like this. I love that. But my name is Frank. I am the Juice Press Man, and that is the introductory to my press and how it works. Thank you and have a great day.